I don't know if that's saved from a recording, but I was just talking about how May had compared Carol to an A-rank Valkyrie, and that made me think of the status of just being a Valkyrie in any rank of like, if any of any rank, being still very high status, considering how Honkai's gone. And I'm assuming that the Sky people are getting up there to Honkai level, of course, but they aren't necessarily as powerful as now. Because, I mean, they are adapting. I'm assuming that they are, in fact, adapting and taking different forms. Yeah, I mean, of course they are. But, in a way, they aren't at the same kind of catastrophic level and power of Honkai itself. So, taking the fact that May, even though she's not a Herrscher anymore, she still has remnant for Herrscher powers, her being kind of an ex-Herrscher in a way, like an ex-Herrscher, her still having a bit of her powers still puts her at a very high status. Even on top of that, the fact that she would be like an S-rank Valkyrie at this point. And like the fact that she's up there. By the time she turned into the Herrscher Thunder, she definitely got a rank up in a way. The Herrscher of Origin as well. That would probably put her at a rank above that, but we've only observed to see that May still only has her lightning powers, so we don't know about Origin. Maybe in the next upcoming part, we will be able to see some remnant of like the Herrscher of Human Origin or whatever, like powers in her. But in a way, I believe that could have just been sealed away by Kiana. Because I know, I mean, if she's on the moon, and if she's still all over there, she still has some work to do. If it's still present right there. I'm assuming that she's in deep slumber because of how much of the energy, Honkai energy took from her. Like, I feel like she's, like, in a way absorbing it currently to regain energy again, because she is a Herrscher still, and if she's clearing out Honkai, then she's also clearing her own power, so she needs that energy to still continue her work to eventually get rid of every part of Honkai itself. I mean, although she is supposed to be finality in a way, so she kind of ascends the Herrscher status, like slightly, I guess. So maybe that's not the reason why it's still there. No. It could be that she just needs a little bit more of energy in a way that she's like consuming it to like recycle it and turn it back into like energy that she can use. Like she consumes the Honkai energy and then she turns it into energy that she can use to eradicate it completely. But once Kiana's done, I suppose she'll like awake from like some hibernation kind of hibernation of hers, and she'll come back down from Earth, or at least just help in some way from the moon. Because I feel like after she absorbs most of the power, she'll just have to continue her work a bit more before she will be able to get home. Considering how it most likely, not most likely, it has taken years for her to do this. For quote-unquote 99% of the Honkai energy is on the moon now, and it's not on Earth, and the only way it has been manifested is in these red crystal thingies. That's where Honkai energy is from, and it's been growing out of like hot spots. It's been growing in hot spots, and most likely I'm assuming that's the reason why the Sky people have invaded St. Fountain and the like seaside area. I forgot the name of it, but that is most likely the reason why that they are invading those areas, is because that those are like hotspots for Honkai energy, and I feel like they are like trying to harness that in a way. I feel like they came back to Earth. No, they came down to Earth to kind of investigate Honkai, while also wanting to figure out how to take it for themselves, because they are like an alien race in a way. they're probably just mainly curious, but in a way, they're also most likely using the remnant of Honkai to kind of evolve themselves too, like using it as a reference, considering how they are taking different forms and they are in fact evolving. Sooner or later, they will most likely be in some sort of status that is closest to Honkai as much as they could, and still, for people being compared to Valkyries, like back when Honkai was a big thing, would still be a powerful. It would still count them as being very powerful. Mei and Bronya would both still be very powerful, even if it's like, even if the Sky People have gotten closest to Honkai as they can, like to that kind of level of power, they'll still be able to sweep with ease. That's kind of what I'm saying. But for Carol, I'm saying like she would be able to eventually get to a level where she would most likely be able to handle a lot of Honkai beasts. Not a lot of Honkai beasts, just like powerful-ish Honkai beasts. Because I'm assuming, no, yeah, the Sky People are like just below Honkai, but they're getting up there. So if Carol can like handle them when they evolve a lot more, then maybe Mei or Bronya will still consider her to be more than just an A rank Valkyrie, or like she's getting up to S rank. But if she was getting up to S rank, then she would be very, very powerful. So for now, unless they get rid of the problem completely in a post Honkai Odyssey, like if it still continues to like get dragged on, Carol will most likely be able to get more powerful and powerful as the fight continues. I just want to say that. That along goes for everybody else as well. Like Adam, since Adam was also there in like the area convo where Mei was kind of complimenting Carol or whatever, telling her that her power was getting closer to an A rank Valkyrie. She also complimented him too, saying that he improved as well. So Adam is also up there, but I feel like because of his special abilities, he could have major potential to be considered an S rank Valk compared to an A rank. If he's able to like fully recover from his like injury or whatever, since she did say that he's been more compatible with Honkai energy now, like taking in like large amounts of energy that he can get, and like handling the effects. His immunity has risen. He could become an S rank Valkyrie, like considered to be one. I feel like he has the potential, especially like a big idea right here, since he's getting his like immunity up. Maybe sooner or later there could be a possibility that if he takes in like a major amount of it, he could create a core, or at least like a little fragment of it. I don't know. Considering how Kiana has been getting rid of Honkai, doing that would be very difficult to like create a core again, because it may only last for like a week or two, I guess. Like it would only last for a little while. If Adam were to create a Herrscher core in his body, or at least some way like pseudo Herrscher kind of core, I feel like Kiana would awaken a sudden spike of like Herrscher energy, or like the Honkai energy down on Earth, and want to try to do something about it. I would like that direction where Kiana's kind of going against us because of how Adam became, in a way, able to mimic Herrscher powers. Because he has major potential, and he's the main character of a post-Honkai Odyssey. I would like to see, in a way, Kiana kind of going against us, even though she's supposed to help us, but she's trying to do it for our own good. Like, she would probably be saying like, dude, I have to get rid of Honkai. This is my mission. I still have to clear it out. I'm sorry. But then the other characters are like, yo, we need this currently. We need this power currently because the Sky People are evolving and they're becoming a huge threat. But she's all like, no, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to take it away from you. So then there would probably be some sort of struggle between that. I feel like Kiana would not like directly interfere. She would be like, she would not directly fight them herself because, you know, she's still very, very powerful and she wouldn't want to harm them. So I suppose just being like a mild obstacle, and not like a mild, just like an obstacle sometimes, of her trying to get rid of the Honkai energy that Adam has would be a very good mechanic in the story if they're gonna continue, if they're gonna go in that direction. Like at some points in the story, she'll like create mimics of like Honkai beasts, and they'll be a big threat because she's trying to get rid of the Herrscher core that Adam has. Ooh, in a way that we could also make the Herrscher core like a meter, kind of like how Void Drifter has. In a way, if he uses too much of it, Kiana might like... It's like one of those status meters where you'll like lose HP, but in this case, Kiana's just taking away the Herrscher energy that he has, but that injures him as well. So that could just be like an extra obstacle added in like a battle. I would really like to see that. Like, the story could go like they're trying to figure out a way to kind of counteract the Sky People now that they're like coming in massive swarms. And they somehow figure out how to mimic a Herrscher's power. And doing that, like all, like, since May, in a way, still has like mild powers and Bronya. I don't know about Bronya. I didn't really see her using it. So she probably has it gone, in a way. I mean, no. She's the Herrscher of Truth now. So if she's the Herrscher of Truth, she probably has mechanics from that still. But, let's see here. If they figure out a way to mimic Herrscher power, it'd be very awesome to just, like, think, like, oh, Kiana's gonna figure this out sooner or later, and she's going to try to do something about it, so we have to use this as much as we can before she tries to take it away from us, because that'll be like a big threat to both her plan and our plan. So we gotta act quickly. That would be something cool. I just want an excuse to see Kiana again, because I went to Mito to get her autograph. Because in another dialogue that I was reading, she wanted May's autograph because she already has Bronya's, and it would be awesome if she got Kiana's, and she could brag to everybody to say that I got her God's autograph because she's basically God at this point. She's a goddess, literally like a goddess now. She's not even really a Herrscher anymore. She's kind of ascended that status. But that is just me ranting. It's just speculation. I hope they go in that direction. And I hope that we get to see Sealy in APHO 3. And Teresa, we got to see her a bit. I hope she's playable. I hope she comes to assist. But I hope Sealy and Bronya get to see each other again, because somebody said that like Dark Sealy's personality kind of matches one of the squad leaders that one of them were talking about. But I hope that I get to see her in some form, in some way, because I want to see Bronya's reaction. I want to see their dynamic now after all these years, and I just want to see them happy. Of course I do. And considering the circumstances that have been imposed on us for next update, aka the Herrscher of Rebirth, It could be possible that Seely and Dark Seely are both present in that squad. And in a way, I hope that Bronya gets interactions with both of them, even if they're separate bodies, because it's hinted at that the Herrscher Rebirth's like bridge dialogue, like right here, she basically says, she keeps on saying that like Dark Seely has a separate body now, like even though like they're now kind of separated, like they aren't one anymore, but she can still kind of feel that sort of connection with her. So in a way, not all hope is lost, and that means I get to see interactions between Dark Seely and Bronya. Even more so because it's her and it's them in the future, so their relationship might have changed, and the way how both of them act most likely has changed a bit too. I feel like Seely, I feel like both Seelys would still kind of influence their own personalities from them being connected. Like, Seely may just be very, like, of course she would be very kind and comforting and all, but she would definitely have some sort of energy rubbed off from Dark Seely. Like, that got rubbed off, what? Huh? Rubbed off on her. And, like, vice versa. Dark Seely would still be, of course, kind of aggressive, but she would have some sort of, like, calm, comforting kind of energy to her as well. It would be very nice to see that they're still influencing each other. And I would love to see how that would work out in interactions that Bronya has with them. I want to see them talk to each other. I just really want them to see each other again. That'd be very nice and very cute. I would love to see it. I would adore Bronya meeting Seely and Dark Seely again and them having a little reunion, and that would be super cute, because if they did, I'd get to fight as I would be able to have them in the same team, and that would make me very happy, because a post-on Odyssey Bronya and a post-on Odyssey Seely and Dark Seely can see each other again and they can play in the same team. They can fight in the same team, and that makes me happy because I love them very much. That's what I would want. I want that very much. Please. Like, if Seely isn't the person that Bronya goes home to see, I'm going to get very sad. If you make up a way to basically make that like true, that Bronya just has nobody to go home to and say hi, I'm gonna get very sad. I would be very sad. Because Bronya's just there alone. Without Seely. Without both Seelys. In her studio. Alone. Only person she really has is May. Of course her squad members as well, but still, if I can't see Bronya talking to Seely about what they're gonna do after all this at home, I would get very sad if I'm not gonna see that. I'm gonna be very sad if Bronya doesn't say, you know, Seely, what are we gonna do when we get back home? Cause this is gonna end eventually. And she's all like, you know, we could just like relax. This is just a lot of stuff, and you've been doing a lot of stuff too since I heard about what you did before. So, like, you know what? What if we were to all like have one big, I don't know, party after? Like, we invite everyone over, like all the squad members, and we just chill. Good end. I want that. I want that to happen. After all this, I want them all to go to Bronya's house or like May's house, just somewhere, and celebrate that they did it. They get to have a sleepover and they get to watch a movie. the FNAF movie. They're gonna watch the FNAF movie. FNAF is canon now. They're all gonna go home and they're gonna watch APHO. That's what they're gonna do. And they'll be very happy regardless.